Hi, friends, strangers, internet. My name is Emily Hanhan. I love colorful eyeshadow and colorful language. You might not get both of those in every video, but don't be surprised if you do. Today, we are doing some first impressions with the Paulina Palette with Blush Tribe. I pre-ordered it pretty soon after they relaunched the palette, and it just showed up yesterday. I thought I would jump right into using it because it is such a pretty pink purple green palette. I've watched Paulina for a while now. I definitely was watching her when the palette was first launched, but I don't know, it was, I feel pretty lucky that I have a lot of indie brands available to me within the US. So ordering international brands can be a little bit more daunting and costly than I can always jump right into. But after watching Paulina for a while and I really adore her, and I also have seen lots and lots of my indie makeup lovers, talk positively about Blush Tribe's formula. I thought that I would make my first ever Blush Tribe purchase this palette. I'm going to start with my eye makeup first because I'm not sure what the fallout situation is like for this palette, and then we'll go from there. So this palette is so beautifully split between pinks and greens. My thought is to do perhaps a two-toned eye look. I'm kind of feeling the fat brat shirt that I'm repping today. Just feeling good, feeling positive. Today is also the 12-hour live stream for the Half Cousins podcast. I'm going to be hanging out with them all damn day, along with being on the podcast in the evening time. It's just a nice little Sunday in my life. You know what? Let me move you in a little closer. So jumping right into Friends, the light matte green with my favorite kind of brush. This is not a review, this is definitely a first impression. My instant thought when I look at the colors is that I wish that there was a lighter toned pink that kind of pairs in vibrancy with Friends for this kind of like effect. Like, it makes sense for Paulina the person. I keep trying to think about her name the way she would say it, which I think is Paulina, but then I question myself. So also, because I am doing my eyes first, I'm just bringing the shape out pretty far, and then I'll figure out when it's time for cleanup what I want to do. I'm going in with Humble, the brighter green, focusing that in the crease area. The thing that I instantly like about this green, like, I love grungy greens and olive greens, but I also really love bright greens. But this is it feels like a warmer toned green rather than a cooler toned green. And I think the lighter green helps bring that out. Sometimes, like, if you look at the ColourPop It's My Pleasure palette, to me that reads as like a more blue tone green palette, and this green is just like very grass green. Going back in with the lighter green. I love the effect of the two colors. Ooh, feeling so green and so fine. Going in with glitter glue, focusing it on the first part of the lid over to basically about 2/3. Yeah, first 2/3. Using a little brush for Solely, the green shimmer. Oh my god. Fucking hell, man. That is so pretty. Dragging it all across the lid, but that's really just to blend. Now I'm gonna pick up some of Sige, which is the slightly deeper green. Yeah, okay, that ties the different shades of green together. And I'm just dragging up and out a little bit more. I've been liking that like winged out shadow look. Hey, look, a good chunk of that eye is done. So for this eye, I'm starting with Angel, which is one of the two matte pinks. I want to see if I can achieve that kind of blend out that Friend gave me in light green with this brighter pink, which I think it's doing that. It's kind of cool how it does blend out. Let's see if it can build. But it does kind of fade away. I'm gonna go in with Paulina, which is the other bright pink, and see if I can build that up. These two colors look extremely similar in the pans, but they behave different. So for this lid, I think I'm gonna go in with Salma and then use this gorgeous thing-a-ling in both inner corners. This color did not give me that same ooh wow reaction that the green shimmer did, but I think that's more because I am super duper into green right now. For this outer corner, I'm going to go into Aubergine. Oh my goodness, Aubergine, you are stunning. I'm curious, does anybody notice how I'm ambidextrous with my brush, with my makeup? I really, I don't like that's clumping up, but I'll just clean that up. I love that. Trying to imitate that same winged out shape from this eye, but this color is being a little bit more difficult. It's getting there though. I think it's just going to be more intense than the other eye. Going in with a little bit more of the brighter pink. So this motion, like crossing my face, especially holding a mirror, is just generally uncomfortable, which is why I tend to switch hands. I'm gonna clean that up so I'm not stressing it. I'm going to do base off camera, and we'll be back to do the rest of the eyes and the face color. So for the rest of the eyes, this is where we're gonna kind of cross-pollinate. So on this eye, we're going with Angel, which is the lighter pink. This brush is a little bit big for my under eyes, but we're gonna roll with it. And I just tend to drag my color up a little bit so that there's not like a stark ending point. And then on this eye, we're going in with Friends again. Okay, so on a set powdered base, Friends is not very vibrant, which is fine. So we're going in with Humble, the brighter green. Oh, what just happened there? I look like I was punched in the face. Good. Okay. So don't be sloppy when you're putting green eyeshadow on your lower lash line. Otherwise, you might look like you got punched in the face. We're gonna do something a little bit more intense and small in brush size. Okay, that's Just a little bit better. That was all my bad though. That was not the shadow. That was just me being sloppy. I tend to do this move a lot when it's two colors of eyeshadow on my eyes like this. I never know how to like put them together without just muddying up the colors. I'm going to go back into the pink and intensify by the waterline a little bit more. I'm picking up a little bit of Paulina. Putting shadows on the lower lash line is a good learning lesson of how the shadows play along with a powdered eye base. And I'll say first impressions are that they don't really play well with powdered primers, but that's fine because I don't do my eyeshadow that way. For those that do, that's my thoughts on that. Oh my goodness gracious. Kind of as expected, it's a little too dark for me as a brightening inner corner, but it's beautiful. And I'm just dragging it down onto the lower lash line a little bit. I'm going to try to buff out this edge a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean I just made it such a big part of my eye makeup. It kind of makes me look like I got punched in the inner corner, but I don't hate it. Your duty has been greatly appreciated today, Miss Paulina. You want to hang around while I do the rest of my face? Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. I'm going to try to use a light hand with some bronzer. The more I've been using bronzer this summer, the more I'm intrigued and drawn to like the Fenty, their lightest bronzer. I don't need it because I seriously hadn't touched bronzer all year long until summer hit. But seeing how heavy I like to go in with things and how bad it can look very quickly, I'm like, I just need a lighter bronzer that I can be all heavy-handed with and not look so intense. So we have a blush debate that's happening in my head. Two different blush duos that I'm drawn to with this look. Which one? We have Pomegranate Tutti Frutti blush from Too Faced and the Mojave Mauve duo from CoverFX. I gotta give it to Too Faced. As soon as I saw these together, I was like, yeah, this is the one. I'm just gonna dip into both pans. And while you could totally go really over the top with this blush, like just a really light hand, it has a beautiful glow to it. Like just this, yeah, that's really pretty. Makes me feel like fruit punch or something. I'm also a sucker for anything kind of pomegranate themed. I used some of this stuff on a Chatty Get Ready With Me that I have never posted. I don't know why I didn't post it, but now that it's more than like a week old, it feels weird to post it. I don't know. Let me know, would anybody watch an older Chatty Get Ready With Me? Like older meaning like probably early to mid-July. In that Get Ready With Me, I was showing off my new Ofra highlighter. This is, I think, the Beverly Hills highlighter. I've always looked at that highlighter and it was on like kind of sale for a long time on the Ulta website, and then when they had their 20% off coupon recently, the very last day of that sale, I saw this pan down to like $14 and I had the 20% off, and that last purchase, I mean, I didn't need any of it, but it was all like, I was like, wait, really? This is available and that's available and that's available? After all the colors had been out of stock for like the whole sale period, the Cover FX blushes came back in stock, and they had the NYX Glowy Foundation, the NYX BB cream that I was using today, the blush, and the highly reduced Ofra highlighter. So it's like, it was like late. I was definitely really tired and I might have been slightly intoxicated. And I decided I'm buying all those things. Fuck it. The thing I realized as I was doing my base is that I don't like doing my base after my eyes because I buff this powder in and I feel like I have to be extra careful. Oh yeah, that looks so much better. Okay. Let's try this. It's too peachy. Okay. I'll try that better. I think I should stop there with the lips because I just layered on 2 different glosses over lip liner, over a liquid lipstick that I took off. Yeah, I should stop there. We're back with all the finishing touches on, and what do you all think? Again, just like other times when I've done 2-tone looks, you can always make a version of this look with just one side on both eyes. I do think it's a lovely kind of combination of colors. If you have the Paulina palette, do you love it? Do you have other Blush Tribe palettes that you love that are, you know, still available? Congratulations again to Paulina. Thank you for being such a lovely and inspiring part of the this beauty community here. And thanks for putting together a really cool and playful, colorful palette. If you are not subscribed to me and you want to see what I'm up to next, I would love for you to subscribe. Like the video if you like it. Dislike the video if you don't. Thank you for spending a bit of your day with me. Hope to see you again real soon. Bye, friends.